Well, hello, my beautiful friends. How are you today? Today, I feel inspired and called to do a new segment of Yoga Bliss called Heart to Heart. So join me wherever you are. Grab your favorite cup of tea or a coffee, and you can sit on your couch. You can do what you do, and let's just connect on heart level. Well, hello there. Welcome to this new segment called Heart to Heart on Yoga Bliss. And today, I am just feeling super called to connect on a heart level. I know that I've been sharing all of these practices for many years, and off and on, I will chat you up. And today, I really just wanted to dig in to how we are feeling and how we're doing inside of our hearts. Because most of the time we are trained to shut off our emotions, right? And this beautiful practice of yoga and showing up on this mat is such this beautiful teacher to help guide us into showing up more as a heart-centered person. And you might ask, like, what does it really mean, Shelly, to show up as a heart-centered person, right? Well, for me, a heart-centered person is me showing up as me, authentically me, all of my flaws, all of the shit, all the things and all, right? Because I think often, I know me, I'm gonna raise my hand and single myself out, that I got really stuck that I was on this spiritual path and that I felt all of this failure inside because I would still experience anger. I would experience anxiety, overwhelm, guilt, shame. I would have all of these really low vibrational, and still do, emotions, and I got trapped in thinking that yoga and meditation would make me this peaceful, happy, fluffy, luffy yogi. And I'm here calling bullshit, and I just wanted to tell you that yoga is a practice and it's not a perfect. And I took my yoga teacher training over 3 years ago, and this has always like settled with me, is that one of my meditation and philosophy instructors kind of told us about yoga is a pie. And asana, which is this movement portion that you tune in a lot in this class, it's a little sliver of the yoga pie. So like think of a whole pie and think of if you're taking out like 1/16 of a sliver. Like yoga is just like 1/16, the asana, the movement portion of the pie. So knowing that for me, yoga is this inward journey of this inner reflection and this inner healing and processing and being. It's not always going to look the same. And I just have to share with you something that I'm so freaking excited about that I just want to burst and I want to bawl my eyes out and scream at the top of my lungs and be a crazy person. Because I am getting ready to publish my first book. Adult book. Not an erotica, it's a self-help memoir. It's called Awaken You, and it's a woman's heart journey of waking up to the way we live, love, and think. You might think, if you're a man, like, why would I pick up Awaken You, a woman's journey? Well, if you have any women in your life, like mothers, sisters, spouses, daughters, this book can really help you grasp and how to better understand us women. This book is such this vulnerable journey that I am scared shitless to share and also beyond excited. And if you haven't been aware, I also started my own publishing company with my soul sister, Sarah Caton. It's called Voices Rising Press. And we just wrapped up our first season with 18 episodes of our podcast, the Voices Rising Press podcast. And it was an incredible journey, and we're taking a little break. So if you want to hear some inspired women chatting about writing and books and life and parenting and motherhood and self-doubt, self-limiting beliefs, being authentic, tune in. It's awesome. It's on all of your favorite platforms, and I'm so excited. And this book, my friends, has just been this inward heart journey. in this very scary space, right? Have you ever done something that you were so scared to do and that you've like paused? I was actually on a camper trip with a friend last week, and I was telling her I'm a part of this women's business circle, and it's this space to help keep us accountable for things and to show up in our lives. And she was like, yeah, I've never broken so as many promises to myself as I have to anyone in my entire life. So I totally resonate with that, right? As mother and women, and maybe this resonates for men too, that we get up on things and we're like, I'm gonna do this, but when it comes to us, we just let it fall to the wayside because we think that we don't deserve it or we don't have time for it. And that's what my book encompasses so much of storytelling that really digs into my business that is scary to share. And I share inner reflections. And also there's a lot of self-help things that have really helped me along my journey, and my inspired mentors out there like Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, Rachel Hollis, like all of the people. Eckhart Tolle has been like a huge thing. Michael A. Singer, who wrote The Untethered Soul. Joe Dispenza, who wrote The Biology of Belief, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. All of these books, all of this over the past 7 years has been this huge process of melding and getting this book together. And it's coming. So I just wanted to share from my heart to yours that there is going to be this really awesome heart-centered book that you can pick up this fall that I'm freaking, I'm scared, excited, nervous. I'm all of the things. I'm feeling everything, right? It's like I asked you before, like, have you ever done something that was so scared and that you just stopped and froze? Well, I've frozen for so many years, but this year I'm taking the steps, and it is just baby step at a time. So baby step to baby step. And I just ask you, my lovely friends, to just do a little soul searching for you. Like, where are you at? Like, how are you feeling in your heart? Is it feeling good? How are you feeling in your relationships? How are you feeling in your body, right? How are you doing in your practice? Have you been showing up on your mat for yourself? And knowing that sometimes just sitting on your mat and breathing, or for me today, it's sitting on my mat and drinking this lovely tea and talking to you. And P.S., I'm going to share, these are my favorite teas. They're the Yogi brand. I have 2 different flavors mixed. The green, and I also have the lovely sweet positive energy tangerine. I think it's sweet tangerine positive energy. And one reads, the principal ingredient of life is love. The second one reads, let your greatness show from your inner light. So with that said, we'll let that be our ending note, to let your inner greatness shine. Let your greatness show from your inner light. Right, and part of that inner light is tapping into that vulnerable, authentic, real part of you that feels all the feelings, that shows up in life for all the ugly, dirty moments, that isn't perfect, that is perfectly imperfect, right? That's you. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for being on this journey with me on Yoga Bliss. And again, please tune into Voices Rising Press podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And I also am on Facebook as Shelly Bond, and also on Instagram as Shelly Lovely, where you can follow my journey, and I just get real and talk about life and writing and my kids and parenting and all the things. I love you. I send you a big warm hug. You know that I love you, and I'm beyond grateful for you. And I will see you back here very soon.